class, I am making a recording today because I wanted to give you a little bit more of information on the project that we have for this class. The large project that we have for this course is a case brief. So some of you may have heard of what a case brief is, but some of you may not have. In short, a case brief is a summary of a court case. And it's a bit more complicated than that because in the legal field, case briefs have a very specific format. They always look the same, and the reason they always look the same is for consistency. So if a judge or an attorney or a paralegal needs to summarize a case for a client or for somebody else in the legal field, there's a very specific format that they need to use so everybody can find the information that they need quickly. So the format is the first thing you have in a case brief is a fact section. Then you have an issue, which is the issue that the court was deciding. Then there's rules, and that's the rules that higher courts have come up with in the past. Then there's the court's analysis. And finally, there's a conclusion about how the court decided the way the case is going to go. So this seems like a lot of information, but we are going to take each section by itself and figure it out. And the way I've decided to do that is each week we will draft only one section of the case brief. So every week you will draft a section and we'll focus just on that particular section. And you'll have an opportunity to draft it and let me look at it before you submit it, if that's something you wish, or you have plenty of time all week to ask me questions about it. So, for example, in week 2, you will solely draft your fact section. And each week as we go along, when a certain section is due, there's a video that will describe that particular section to you to help you understand how to write it. And we also have samples. And so that's what I wanted to show you for today. I wanted to give you the brief overview. So nothing, no part of the case brief is due in week 1. That doesn't begin until week 2. But I did give you the instructions this week so that you can get a feeling for what we will be doing. So basically, I wanted to show you that I'm right here on Blackboard, and you would go to weeks, click on that weeks tab, and then once you click on that, it will bring you to you would go to week 1. I'm already there. And then this is week 1, see, right there. And then you would go all the way down to week 1 where it says case brief project and directions. And you would click on this Word document. Bear with me, it might take a second. Okay, here it is. Sorry to make it that you can see the whole thing. I think that should work. There you go. And it says Pledge 100, and this is your case brief assessment. There is a mistake I just noticed in here that week 2, it should say week 2 fact section. So pretty much, as I said, every week except for week 4, we'll have something due. So if you can just write in here, please, week 2 fact section, that would be great. But even if you don't worry, because when you get to week 2, you will see that the fact section is due. So this is kind of what I told you earlier, week 2, week 3, week 5, we'll skip week 4 and then go through. Okay? And now the next most important thing let me exit out of there. The next important document is this. This is the case that we will be briefing, the King case. You will hear me refer to the King case a million times over the next 8 weeks, 7.5 weeks. And this is it. So what I need you to do is print out this case and start looking at it, review it. We will be using it a ton because this is the only case we're going to brief. So we will be using this exact same case every single week until the course is over, and this is how you will learn how to brief a case. So this document is very important. Please print it, and we will be using it a lot. And then back to week 1, this is also very important. Let me scroll down here. These are our samples, and these 4 samples excuse me, it's really just 2 samples. So the first 2 documents is a case. This is the first one over here is a case, and then the second document is a brief that briefs this case. Now we're not doing that, it's solely a sample. Same thing here is another case and another brief that serves as a sample. So basically We're only working on the king case, but these are very, very, very useful samples. So you can read the cases and then go back and see how they were briefed. So I'll click on the first one. This is a brief, so that you'll get an idea of what a brief looks like. And this is the facts section. You'll see it's usually a few paragraphs, usually 2 to 3. Your issue statement, which is usually one question. Rules of law, a couple of paragraphs, sometimes more depending on the case. And then your analysis. This is a shorter analysis. Typically, I expect a longer analysis, but we'll get to that at the end of the course. And finally, your conclusion. Okay, so this is a sample of what you'll be doing to the king case. All right, and I will get out of this if I can. Oh, sorry, I just made it full. Sorry about that. Okay, back. So I just really wanted to spend some time on that. And then one other thing, this is just a little video that will give you some more explanation about the directions. And there's a transcript if you would like. So I hope this helps. I mean, again, don't feel overwhelmed because we are really going to take it section by section, week by week. But I personally like to have an overview so I understand the big picture. So I thought that would help you. If I overwhelmed you in any way, please reach out to me. That was not my intention. I just wanted to give you a big picture overview of the large project that we're going to tackle in this course. I look forward to hearing from you. Reach out anytime. Thanks.